When you have too much knowledge, you start for real. I'm starting to realize now that I grow older is that when you have too much knowledge, you start for real. Like, I actually don't think knowing too much is good for people. Like, you analyze everything and you just woke now like, hey, I want to live life.
Before I go, I wanted to add my 2 cents on this. No offense to the creator, by the way. Growing up, I used to hear that knowledge, too much of it brings about destruction. So much so that Black people started to shun away from knowledge. But with my experience with knowledge, it's always those steeped in ignorance that brings about the most destruction, not just to themselves, but those around them. We can see with a few things: colonization and apartheid. Those people were steeped and rooted in ignorance. However, knowledge brings you a hyper awareness that allows you to thrive in that environment. You don't become easily exploitable, especially as a Black person in South Africa. Being rooted in ignorance for me is the root of all evil. It's where all desperation lies. Knowledge brings peace.
Being highly educated does not mean that you are knowledgeable. It just means that you are indoctrinated with Western education. Don't get me wrong, we are all indoctrinated with Western education, others on West degree, like those you see in the mental institution, and then there are those like us, those who still keep their sanity, sort of. And then there are those who just never cared for Western indoctrination, and then they are gifted with the knowledge of life and things that genuinely matter. Because one thing Western education has done to me was strip me from myself. I start to idolize Western achievements, degrade who I am, and that alone takes away my sanity. Trust and believe that those of us, majority of us that went to Western schools, we need therapy. Western education takes parts of ourselves as children that they crush every single day.